We live in a very unique community here in that we own our lot here and we own our tiny home, whereas most of the videos you see, the lots are rented. How we knew it was time to downsize was my husband was working out of town. We were in our fifth wheels and we came home and we decided that we didn't really need this big house anymore because our upstairs toilets had dried up and it was time to downsize. So we went ahead and sold the property and bought us a park model home. We have a downstairs bedroom. Everything's all on one level. We have all that we need right here in our little tiny home. Plus I have a space for my garden. Come check it out. Welcome to my living room. When we first toured the Lark model, which is this one, we knew that this was the one that we wanted. This space is very comfortable. Our park model is 11 and a half wide exterior, interior is 10. Our overall length is 34 feet. We do have an 8-foot porch on the front. One of the main reasons that we wanted this model is for future planning for when we get old and maybe have to have a wheelchair or a walker, because this is the handicapped model. The kitchen hall is wider and the doorways are wider so you can get through. We liked this particular living area because there was room for a couch, chairs, and we could have a fireplace. This particular model had the cutout already in the plan, so our fireplace and TV would work in here. Our previous home was large. However, we did live in our fifth wheel for 5 years. So during that time, we definitely got used to living small, and we have as much living space in this park model home as we did in our fifth wheel. If you're thinking about going tiny and you're coming from a large home with big furniture, don't keep any of it because it's not going to fit. We did that and ended up having to sell all the furniture that I had saved in storage for several years and then just bought smaller to fit. For the reclining love seat that we bought to fit in here, I measured the width of the window so it would fit right here, and we looked for one that didn't stick out very far. There was one thing that I wanted and I wasn't able to get in our tiny home, as I wanted windows on both sides of the fireplace, but the designer said that wouldn't work because it was too narrow of a space since I had to have it bigger to fit my TV. So you can't have absolutely everything you want, but pretty darn close. So going from our 2,400 square foot house was a big transition to our fifth wheel, and then now to living in a park model home for 399 square feet. And I have to say it was a really good choice for us. And if you're going to downsize and you have a big house, start getting rid of your stuff. Welcome to our kitchen. This is our main area of the kitchen. And as you can tell, I do not have a big stove in here. If you're wondering if I miss having a big stove with an oven, I actually don't. The reason why is because we lived in our fifth wheel for 5 years and I got so used to this particular model microwave and oven, so I bought the same one for here. So I can do whatever I need. I can bake, whatever in here, it does what I need. And I also have a Ninja Foodie that I use extensively. In here, I have an induction cooktop. When I need to use that, I just bring it out and set it right here and use it. I do have a full-size refrigerator, and then I have my DeLonghi coffee maker that I love. We wanted a smaller sink because of the amount of space the big farm sinks take up. Plus, to me, it felt like a waste of water to use that much water washing dishes because I don't have a dishwasher, which is something I wish I would have done. When we were designing our home, I thought that it would be better to have more storage, drawer storage, which is great. However, I have a lot of storage actually, and I would have been fine if I would have done the dishwasher. Because we opted to go without a loft, we were able to do the 42-inch cabinets, which gives me a whole lot of storage space. And we have nice tall ceilings. It makes it seem way more spacious in here. And actually, I believe I have as much cabinet storage space and counter space as I had in our big house. When we were designing our home, I knew that I wanted light colors everywhere, because we're underneath this cover. And when we were living underneath the cover in our fifth wheel, with it having dark brown cabinets inside, it was dark in there. So it was real important to have the clear story windows at the top to give us much more daylight coming in. And plus all the cabinets being white, the counters white, and the light color ceiling really, really makes a difference. This section here is where stairs would be if we had a loft. But since we don't have a loft, I have more counter space over here and storage for all my baking stuff. I love to bake, so I do a lot of baking here, and I've got plenty of room to do it. And because I have this much space here, I'm able to use my dining table that I repurposed from our camper. Does have a leaf, pulls out, so if we have company, 4 of us can sit around the table. When you're living in a tiny house, you gotta use whatever space you have. And we felt like we needed some more space to hang dog leashes and our jackets and whatever. So my husband and I built this coat rack wall. And in doing that, we were able to use the beadboard and make it brighter, painted it white, made it brighter. And then we thought, what the heck? Let's go ahead and go up with some wallpaper and give it some color in here. So I found this wallpaper, put it up myself. And now that we have this all done, I just love the wallpaper. And it really makes the space feel more us. We were living in our fifth wheel, traveling for his job, but we came home and went upstairs, and our toilets had dried up because no one had been there. Nobody was using the upstairs at all, and we realized we did not need this big 2,400 square foot house.
We started looking at tiny homes, and we run across Cowtown Cottages, and the lady was really polite. And she tried to talk us through it and what we needed and what we didn't need, and we ended up buying one, and we love it. Well, one of the hardest parts about selling our place, and I had a nice 30 by 50 shop, everything was in there, all my tools, and that was hard at first, but getting older, you don't want to do all that work anyway, so it took me a little bit, but I got over it, and I'm fine. I mean, I can still get all my vehicles under here. If I have to do a little piddly stuff to it, I'm fine. I'm out of the weather, so I enjoy this.
Our tiny home's $105,000. The property is at $284,900, and then we do have a boat dock, which was $15,000. According to some calculations, we understand that lot rents average about $800 a month. Payments on the land would be equivalent to lot rent, but the added value is you own your property. Because we sold our property in 2021, we used the proceeds to buy our tiny home and to buy our land. That way we are able to live on our Social Security alone and are able to manage just fine. And our expenses are very, very low here. Welcome to the bathroom. This has been wonderful for us. Having lived in a fifth wheel with a teeny tiny bathroom, we really think we have plenty of storage in here. I've got all the drawers. We keep our socks and stuff in here. And that way we don't have to take up more space in our bedroom. Have plenty of storage for towels. When we were in our fifth wheel, there was no closet in the bathroom, so we had to store our towels in the bedroom. So this has been great to have everything in the bathroom and having a bathroom that is as big as one in a regular house. And the toilet doesn't go dry. And on this side is our shower and the large rain head, shower head. Nice big shower. I think it's 48 inches wide. Plenty of room. Works well. In here, we have a coat closet and storage. This is where you would have a washer and dryer had you had one put in. We didn't need that because we have a building behind us with a washer and dryer in the laundry room, so we didn't do that. This is a cabinet that I put in to store canned goods. One thing I would have done different now that I have everything in here was to have them do cabinets all the way up in this section just for extra storage. Here's our bedroom. We've got as much room in here as you can get in a tiny house. I believe ours is 9.5 by 10 foot. We have an RV king bed, which is 72 wide, whereas a regular king is 76, which works for us. And then I can walk all the way around the bed to make the bed, and we have room for end tables on both sides. Even though we have a good sized bedroom and can get our bed in here without any issue, we still had room for a 4-foot wide closet, which has plenty of space for all of our clothes. And then we use these for t-shirts and off-season clothes storage. These are actually shoe cabinets from IKEA. In here, we have the wide doorways and the pocket doors, which are great so that when we get old and need a wheelchair or a walker, we're good to go.
Well, we bought this place in 5 years ago, 21, and we bought it because of the cover. We can get everything out of the weather because of the spring and fall storms. And the cover is large enough that we could put 4 vehicles under here, and we have room to sit in the rear with a kind of a little hangout area. We enjoy all of it.
Welcome to our backyard. Again, since we have a large lot, we have a little yard, and my husband and I put in all of the rock sidewalks and my favorite roses. And then we also planted all of the bushes and made a little patio area. I love to come out and drink my coffee in the morning sitting at our back patio. And this is my husband's man cave. It's a 9 by 16 storage. He's got it made into a workshop, and he has all of his favorite things in there. Even though we have a very large lot here, we still are downsized considerably, but we have what we need at the minimum, and we just love living here in our tiny home. One thing that has been great for us once we came to this community is the people here. We've met some really wonderful people. We like to get together and visit and maybe have a little happy hour in the evenings. And most everyone that's here is living tiny already and understand what everybody else is living through in our tiny homes. And they also are all about our age or maybe a little older. And we enjoy having that kind of neighborhood. How much space do you really need? We have a living area where we can watch TV. We have a kitchen. You need a bathroom. You need a bedroom and a closet. We have all of that in our tiny home. And we had all of that in our fifth wheel as well. And we found out that that's really all we needed for space. We did not need all that extra space and rooms that you fill up with more stuff that you have to get rid of someday. We didn't need that.
Especially after your kids are grown and gone,
and they don't want your stuff.
And they don't want your stuff, and they don't want grandma's stuff. And then you still got to clean the whole thing.
Yes.
This is fine right here.
This is all we need. Well, we want to thank y'all for watching. And if anybody has questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and we'll try to answer as best we can. And thanks.
Thank y'all.
And goodbye.